Yeah, and it's starting just fine. So the only, well, maybe I should give it a second before I speak too soon. So the only thing that seems to not be working correctly somehow is the preview function in YouTube. So that's like where the break is happening. It's like it's working totally normally with the exception of it not showing us a preview in YouTube beforehand, which is not great, but it's working. Yeah, it's functioning completely normally with the exception of the preview thing. I will continue to dig into it and see if I can figure out why that could even be. It makes absolutely no sense to me because our API should be creating an event in the same exact way that you or I just would create an event in YouTube, you know? There should be absolutely no difference and I don't see how it could even like I don't see how it could even know that it was the API versus, you know, an individual creating it within the YouTube studio. So, um yeah, this one's going to take some digging, I think. Um but it works. Yeah, it does seem to be functioning. I will yeah, I'll keep working on it. You know, we've got our testing next week, pretty significant testing next week for the state legislator will be starting up, so I'll be there kind of really digging in and seeing if I can replicate some of those issues at the state level. And then in addition, I'll be working with any other clients that have the same issue. But we'll try our best to figure out how this could be happening and circle back with you. Yeah, sorry I don't have a definitive answer there, but I guess if it's working, it's working. Oh, please. Uh-huh. I don't think our API can edit the title once the title's been created. I don't think. So if you wanted to change the title, so you before you click import session? Yeah, that's a really good question, and I don't know the answer to that. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar enough with the PeopleSpeak workflow. So let me try and get back to you on that one. No, I know definitively the answer is no, unfortunately. It we've had that request into YouTube and we ping them sort of quarterly with that request and they don't seem to care that we want that. Um, which is a bit of a bummer because it affects our workflow at the state and everyone else's workflow too. That's why we actually at the state we don't use Open.media software to create the YouTube event. We just go in and do it separately every day because of the live chat and disabling the live chat feature. So yeah, it's a super bummer. We are just for your reference, we have our roadmap sort of laid out, and we are beginning an entire rebuild of the software. Probably, if not next week, then first or second week in January. It's not going to affect anything No, no, no. Is when we really dig into the rebuild. So we're aiming for like a 3-4 month timeline. Um, so anyway, changes will be coming, and I think it's really important for me to know of feature requests like this, like particularly with the people speak and being able to change the YouTube title, and start date and things. Yeah. So anything like that, any features or recommendations or requests that you have, be thinking of them and do send them to that support at email. Um, and unfortunately, we are in the process of moving offices, and I think that's probably why you had the phone line issue. But this is my cell phone. It's in my email signature as well. Always feel free to reach out. But we all get blasted with the support at emails. So that's probably, yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. But do send. Feel free to send feature requests to that as well. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm sorry we don't have a direct solution. At least it is working. I'll continue to dig in on this, and then I'll try and get some people speak import YouTube name changes. That was a really bad description of what you requested, but I get it in my brain. So I'll try and get to the bottom of that and see if what we can do there. All right. Thanks. Have a good day.